guys, so if you have been following me on Snapchat, you will know that I am on holiday right now. That is why I look very, you know, beachy, and I am basically filming on a completely like made up tripod. It's like 2 tables on top of each other, but I really wanted to film this video because I wanted to get one out to you whilst I was still away. So today, by popular request, I'm going to be doing another one of my advice kind of videos, giving you like some tips and things that might help you towards school, exams, that kind of thing. If you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do so. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm being very active on Snapchat at the moment, and I would love if you could join that family. And thirdly is that I'm going to Summer in the City on the Saturday, I believe that's the 5th. Saturday the 5th of August. So if you are going, I would love to know, and I'd love to see you if you're there. I'll be tweeting around the day what kind of thing I'm doing, but I'm just walking around with a bunch of other people, so if you see us, say hi. Today I am basically going to be giving you some like advice for things you can do in the summer, because now we are in summer, before an exam year. So basically before year 11 or year 13, but actually year 10 and year 12, I know you still do have kind of exams as well. I'm going to be doing a sixth form advice video that's separate to this one. It's not going to cover the same kind of things. So if you are looking for like general advice, then look out for that one coming up a little bit closer to September. But for now, I am going to be talking about basically things you can do right now that aren't too difficult to do, that hopefully aren't too boring to do, that will actually make your life so much better for your exam year, because I know that they are stressful, whatever exam year they are. The first thing that I feel like is so boring, I just want to like quickly cover it and get it out of the way because I hate this and I like hated doing it, and I'm so glad I hopefully never have to do it again in the same way. And that is organising your notes from the year before. I know my notes got so chaotic whilst revising because like you're like, oh, I need to revise like DNA, and then you like pull out your DNA notes and it gets like separated from all your other notes, and that's a nightmare. I'm sorry, I like don't even want to talk about it. I know it's like the most teacher-like thing to say, but if you can muster up the courage to spend like a day or like a day and a half, it may not even take you that long, to basically put your notes in like order so that they're not chaotic, save you so much time. Trust me, just organize them. Just do it. The zip on this just like went like way down. You've got your notes and you might be like, these notes are bad, like they're really ugly, or like I've really skipped out a topic here, I kind of winged it for the exam, whatever your like last exam was. I should probably make these again. You don't have to do them in the summer, you don't have to be like writing notes in the summer, I don't necessarily agree with that, but maybe in September it's like something to put your attention towards. And secondly, the second prong of that, knowing where to put your attention, is maybe you've got some results already, maybe you took some internal exams. Working out where you need to put most of your attention for the year to come can be a really good thing to do in the summer. You're done with the year, but you've not started the next year yet, so you're not overwhelmed particularly by any like work or anything big coming up, and it's a really good chance to kind of evaluate how you did the year before, things you might want to change, and maybe subjects specifically where you want to put your attention. So I knew that at the end of year 12, the one I really needed to work on was chemistry. It was a bit of a hot mess, and the other 2 were good at the end of year 12. So I thought, right, year 13, if I have a bit of spare time that I feel like I should be working in, I'm going to be doing chemistry. And by putting my attention on that subject, I do think I improved. Next tip I would give you is to give yourself markers in the year. So for example, you might have half term and then Christmas and then another half term and then Easter, etc. And those are like markers. If you plan something fun to do in each of those, it doesn't have to be a big thing at all. Maybe you know that you've got like an orchestra trip or like a school trip coming up. For example, we were on a geography trip in October half term, so I had that to look forward to the whole of the first term. What I'm trying to say is having these like fun markers throughout the year not only will like help you get through that section because you'll be thinking about that thing, but it's also like a little checkpoint. It's like, oh, check, I've done that thing, which signified like the end of the first term. The end of the first term is over, only have 2 more terms left, or whatever it is. Get a homework diary. I don't know if they give these out at every school. We got one at our school that was like kind of like a calendar that just had like lines for each day, and then the next day, and then lines, and the next day, and lines. etc. And basically they helped me write in things I needed to do, write in my deadlines. I'd use different like colour bits. Mine was like notoriously messy. You can ask my friends, I'm really messy, but it had the stuff I needed and I got the stuff done that I needed to get done. So it is a very useful thing to have, and getting one in the summer and like getting into the habit right at the beginning of term of writing in like deadlines of things and like little things that you have to do that you might forget otherwise, do it. It's very helpful. Another thing you can also do to kind of motivate yourself a little bit is get some new stationery. I don't know if that appeals to everyone. It doesn't appeal to me as much as I know it appeals to like some of my friends who love stationery, but if you are that person who really likes stationery, or you go to a sixth form where you can wear your own clothes and you really like clothes, getting things that you need for school but that aren't like a complete necessity, like a kind of indulgence, is a really like good way to prepare yourself for it. I guess this more applies to the kind of last few weeks of the summer holidays, so I would save this advice until then. But going out and like getting those bits can really help you like mentally get ready for the year to come. I remember doing like a clothes shop at the end of August, just before I went back, and then it made me really like ready to go do year 13. Make sure that you are relaxing in this time. It's called a summer holiday for a reason, and whilst you might want to be doing things to get ahead for personal statements and that kind of thing, which I will definitely cover in my sixth form advice video, like don't do too much of that. And I know it's hard to like find the balance, but try and have like a good amount of relaxation time, because it's the most relaxed holiday of the summer, of the year. It's the most relaxed holiday of the year, the summer. So making sure that you are like ready for the year to come, especially if it's a big exam year, is very helpful and useful. And in this time, I would say that it's a good opportunity to find some things that maybe help you relax. So some techniques, some things that really help take your mind off other things going on. Basically some things that you can adopt in the next year when you're feeling a little bit like stressed, or when everything's very overwhelming, or you like want some time just for yourself, not thinking about exams or other responsibilities you might have. And if you've already started doing them in the summer, your body's kind of used to them. Your body knows like, oh, when I start reading, it's time to relax. So then when you read in the term, you'll relax. Things like that. And finally, I just wanted to say that exam years are difficult, definitely, because there's like that, it's kind of ominous in a way. I don't know if anyone else feels that. You kind of feel like everything you're doing is like for something, so there's pressure on like every tiny thing you learn. Think of it more as like a really good goal to get towards, because you're actually doing work that's for something. Year 7, year 8 and year 9, I feel like a kind of a waste of time in a way. I mean, they're not, because you're learning things that are useful later, but you know, your exams don't count towards anything, so it's really difficult to motivate yourself for. So use the fact that it's an exam year to motivate yourself to do more work. So good luck with any results that you might be waiting for. I know that lots of you are waiting because of Snapchat, Twitter, that kind of thing, where we keep in touch. So good luck if you are waiting for those. If you want a video on like how to cope with disappointing results, I have done that. It was my last video. So go and check out the playlist that this is in, of like school kind of advice videos, and hopefully that's helpful to you. Hopefully you get the results you want anyway, and good luck in your exam year for those of you who are going into doing exams, and I will see you in my next video.